huge challenge versus the bomb carrier. He's taken down to 15 HP, but Lollipop now with 29 kills is taken out of the situation. There's a CT close on sight. Kenny S just barrel stuffs him straight between the eyes, and the peak goes back to Box with just the scout. Amanek taps, 40 seconds, and the bomb goes down. It's Amanek in the 3K, Box wrapping all the way around from Cat, and Amanek, well, he's in the safety of the site.
Oh man, this just burns time off the clock. Amanek, he's looking for a timing, but he's not peeking off of triple. This is everything, looking for the fray. Oh my goodness, Box, he pulls out a gun, jumps, and ends up dying. This is G2 to take it to overtime.
Yep.
After 11 to 15.
19, not studying, full-time on CS, and now we see an activated brain play come in.
I talked to you about that explosion that could come when your back is against the wall. Shiro has been passed on the information. He saw them with the AWP. Now it's about interns with the M4. We're killing. The trade is here for Axel as well. Good crossfire. That's 3 Cloud9 players. Oh, and 4th one from Shiro as well. And in a matter of 6 seconds, Cloud9's hopes are crushed.
Oh, and 5 alive! Gambit with the lockdown. Cloud9. They're not flying high no more. They say they get paid the big bucks. But right now, they're not proving it. They're not showing it.
Look, the situation is not as bad as we think it is. It's a 9-3 scoreline.
All 3 players still have their sniper rifles intact. But that Molotov does draw away a lot of time. About half of that fuse remains. Cadian anticipating from all the noise of the grenades over on Catwalk. They'll both be pushing from there, and Cadian looking to cultivate the clutch, conniving with the knife, forces him off the site, and that should be the round done and dusted. Cadian takes it down. He also picks up the kill for good measure. And Contact will be devastated they let that round slip.
I think that's the first major mistake we've seen from Contact, because that's almost the unforgivable sin. Like, how far they get out is absolutely unbelievable. Like, they walked all the way through Connector, and I'm sure Esperanto, that's a desk punching moment. And then he's someone who definitely is a very emotional player. You don't want him getting tilted, because he'll tilt himself out of the game.
Especially gifted with X-ray. Yes, I always know what they're going to do.
See if Chopper can get ahead of it. Incendiary down onto the underpass. A couple of players top mid. They go flashing forward. This is a decent spot for Spirit. They've got numbers here in mid. Chopper turns it around. Gets himself a 3rd. Can't go for the 4th because that scope of...
Softened up just a little bit. The Glock from Alex doing some damage at the long range. He's patiently trying to make some kills happen. Finally gets one on the board. Shiro's popped his way in, and he's popping heads, but he needs to do a lot more than that. Shiro and Axel in a 2v3, and Axel so low on health, but Shiro, he's the one doing it all. Ezetak's trying to come around the side. He wants to check the nod on the bombs. He's on to Axel, and he'll finish off Shiro as well. And that's the pistol that Cloud9 needed to keep themselves well within reach of fighting back in this game.
Excellent work by Ezetak on that side position here, waiting for the right timing. Cross replacement on top. He's got everything. 4 kills for him, making a huge difference. We talked about Cloud9 and we talked about their T sides mostly. This is where we praised them last week. This is where Alex impressed.
Through the wall, takes him out of the equation, saving Cadian in the process and keeping the dream of this round alive.
That's a pretty tasty pre-fire. Otto rotates in though and hits the tag. It allows his teammate to get out, and Esperanto looking to try and close the distance a little bit here. They're hearing the scout shots fly through, but they haven't spotted the second player. In fact, they'll have no idea that Esperanto's this close, and he closes the round out. It's going to be a break back almost instantly for Contact as they get themselves a multi-frag on deagles. And more importantly, they've saved a few AKs along the way.
Well, that is a massive turn of events. 2 AKs picked up, heroic, into a position where, do they want to go for a force? I mean, they must know the economy's not exactly ideal, but not too shabby either for the CTs. They have around the mid $2,000 mark, so they could just hold fire.
Told me that a couple of rounds ago, I would have called you mad, Vince.
Yeah, this quickly got out of control for Godsent, but I'm glad that able to get their hands back on it. And this is also as a result of instantly winning that second round and putting the pressure back on Astralis. It gave them a bit of foundation to build off. 1-for-1 trade, though, early on. Both kills situated around the B side of the... which means that Zipex is getting flashed out, has to relocate. Damage inflicted with the M4, but Emmy comes out in ahead. Magisk, who was aimed in and would have had him dead to rights, unscoped at the very second he crossed over. That's unfortunate timing, which may cost them so dearly. Glaive, though, at least watching the back of Magisk, as all three of them culminate together and look to push back on the site. But look, there's 2 Molotovs, and there's no smokes in play for the Danes, even if they get onto the site. And that's a big query still. They have to contend with a Molotov of Farlig. They've got to put that pressure down now. Farlig peeks out with the AWP. He misses his shot, but now he can line up the Molly. Molly tossed in. Tech9 switched across to make him more mobile. He can get up close and personal. Coming down towards the ramp. Has heard no smoke and no defuse on the site. Neither of them have a kit. They're going to have to stick on this. They picked up the kit, so they're going to have the defuse after all. And it's going to be heartbreak for Farlig. That was winnable, but he missed.
They're not trying to follow up on it just yet. As they extend, they walk into Kenny S, and they realize the error of their ways. Quick, it's a trap! Hunter, 3 kills. Easy anti-eco spray down. A 15th round for G2 at this point. We're talking 10 a match point. Oh, Olaf! 2 Desert Eagle headshots before Team Spirit stabilized rather quickly. But remember, coldzera, he was coming in as the raid boss. That armored M4 from the get-go is now put in a good enough position to where they could justify the retake. We are almost in the exact same position as last round's 2v2 post-plant, but instead of Magix being in pit, it's iDie's disbalance right here. He gets the kill easy. coldzera's going to come around that corner. Looking for the player on site first and foremost, being challenged by ramp, being distracted by it, and giving iDisbalance a chance for a third. Good recovery from Team Spirit, because Olaf almost robbed it.
There are 2 O's in Olaf, and those were both mouth openers right there. These 2 deagle shots, I think we'll probably take a look at them again. But this is actually a situation where it's also 2v2. It's a very winnable spot. They come out for...
Has a bit of an angle over top of the smoke, and MDS, he just creeps back into the spawn, but the frag grenade, that forces Hunter out, and he takes a player with him. Kenny S headshot. It's a bit of an HP advantage here for Nemiga. They've got a flash on Speedak, and Joe, he's rounding the corners of the CT spawn. Kenny S goes for the peek, takes the head clean off, and a little rifle work from Kenny could be enough, but Speedak has looked fantastic since he's come back into the server. He's sitting at 16-8, and it's Kenny S to cool him off a bit. 3 kills for Kenny, 12 rounds for G2, and still a chance for this to go to OT.
Overwhelming amount of cash left over for Nemiga to try whatever they want again. If they want to do 2 ops, indulge. If they want to go for an aggressive pick, they can as well. They can buy back on the following round, the next round as well. So...
Yeah, I'm alongside with you as well. And, well, Gade's been straight up collapsed through the coffins. There we go, Krias. He actually gets collateral deagle. Kills Art through K-Serato, and that's what you get for getting the P90 and trying to fully BM. Krias with another one, points to prove, and so far he has been one of the better players on North over the duration of this best of 3K.
Off and North. So in a retake, they've got a pretty good scenario. The problem is, it's still easier said than done. Art will start off the mania as he finds the first kill with the deagle. Gade has managed to trade one back, but there is Vinny with another. Still ends up in a 1v2 situation. Christo trying to turn the tide, and he will win the round. Should have enough time for the defuse as well. And North just about scraped through a second.
Now, North has 11 HP to his name and not really a hope for Fury to get back onto the site with. It is only a Galil, and they will have a bind to the next one. So you could at least respect the idea of them going into this, making it costly. Look, too much time has elapsed either, by the way, so this is even winnable. If K-Serato can get this quick fire shot into Cajun, who's very low, by the way, it's going to be possible, and he's actually pulled it off. North, how have you lost that round?
I want to talk about it. K-Serato's good at Counter-Strike, and If you give him 1v1 duels, surprisingly, sometimes he's actually going to win them. That's unacceptable. Like, there's a point where you go, okay, this is a new team, and like, okay, things have gone wrong. This is not okay. Like, firstly, I want to give a shout out to Yuri in that situation for just being bait.
They got an AWP down on Banana. Henny can take the first shot if he misses and sees both players. You will see Vinny start to make a move through via library towards the B side. Cajun's been tagged. Henny's missed a whole bunch of bullets and he will go down. So maybe North aren't done just yet. They still have to cross and they've got a smoke to supply it as they move in, but there's the spray from Vinny. It is equalized by Lekro one-on-one. Art's up against Lekro now for all the chips.
That smoke was so bad. Like, that smoke literally killed him. It's made it possible for the trade at least, but Lekro, can he close this, or is it going to be done and dusted? Needs to win the round, otherwise Art takes the victory. He's got a full belt of utility, by the way. Every single nade, he uses none of them and doesn't connect the shot either.
Any answers just yet. The default's been shut down. The slow mids have been shut down. Anti-eco's been cleaned up. Speedak comes through with another opening kill. Lollipop having to push back a little bit, but man, he has been stellar close here on A ramp. Surely he gets sprayed down. Oh wow.
Think, man, right? Oh man, he finds the headshot into Kenny.
Reload. He tried to pull it.
He knows there's somebody else, and he just taps Nico back like it's nothing. Just a walk in the park. Lollipop
goes in on Zen, leaving Sticko with his scout and Farlig's AK on a weakened body alongside it. And there's bullets raining through the car. Scout shot misses the first time, but Sticko connects two in a row and puts this round in close proximity. Farlig's gone down. Sticko's on for the ace. He's on for the clutch. He's on for all the accolades. And that's what Godsent require to just hang on by a thread in this game. That's how good Astralis has been. But can Sticko be up to the mark? Misses his chance perhaps, and down he goes. Live by the scout, die by it. Beautiful effort from Sticko, though, but Astralis now have 11 map points.
Yeah, a brutal way for that one to fall apart as well. They finally came in with what looked like a better buy than the one that Astralis had, but the Danes still make it work. And even with some incredible shots from Sticko, you forget that he actually kicked off.
Woxic is close to him. He's going to put down that smoke towards Apps, but that's not going to discourage them from jumping out. So it's going to be Messi or nothing. First kill, granted, that's Axagon. Second kill from Messi, stepping up to the plate when they need him the most. Woxic feeling frisky going in through the smoke, and the backup is here. Good job from Lionel Messi.
You had to get it in.
How dare you?
You're jumping the gun a little bit there.
I knew he had done it.
He's allowed to be called King Messi. He's allowed to be called King.
No, he's not Lionel Messi yet.
Yeah.
But the joke is too good to miss, or too bad to miss. Either way you look at it.
Points for trying.
Participation award for Maniac on that one.
I'll be happy with it so far. I'll be happy with it.
pick to end quick. Maybe it's Magic to deliver first, but he loses his support in eye disbalance. Mir gonna claw one from the middle doors. They hang on to that slight edge, but look at this. Team Spirit wanting to keep up the pressure here. They know they have Olaf pinned into this side of the top mid, but Cold, he comes back to maybe alleviate some pressure. And all the while, of course, we did see Magix catch that kill who was chasing him up catwalk. Mir gonna find another one to the tally. This is FaZe Clan falling apart in the second pistol. Spirit to double digits first.
Another one. It's like, where did that one go? They had a good start. It was very close, but then they just get melted down. Okay, what's the buy gonna be now for FaZe Clan into the second round? They won the first pistol. They actually lost the first pistol and
control room established under thumb. Rigon waiting. Oh, they line up as two headshots. It was looking good for Heroic. It was looking like they'd finally battled back, but Rigon will deny this round more than likely unless Nico can clutch with 5 seconds. He sticks to sight. Snappy's not sure about this, and now he's given up his position, and Nico comes good with the AK. 2 headshots to add to his original. He lands a 3K, and Heroic get their second.
It's give and take. Like, I feel like the first shots that came out here from Rigon was superb, and then the repeat was silly. Like, he almost won them the round and then almost lost them it as well. Like, if he just stays, there's 10 seconds left. There's absolutely nowhere that Nico can plant because of the position of Snappy.
Down to a 2-on-2. Borup and Nico. Decent crossfire. Good positions post-plant. And with no smokes or incendiaries, Contact will struggle to win from this stage. Esperanto, another dig, but there's Nico. The man that we highlighted on the resurgence, the redemption arc, brings us back to 9-9. But considering there was a very low investment from Contact, that's a fantastic round they've just picked up, even though they conceded it.
Well.
In the tournament.
Well, at least today we've seen some multi-kills. Lollipop, he's already delivered them, and he could in this round as well, because he has that solo op, the raid boss of Namiga. Nico, I like this. Wastes no time pushing up into top mid, lines them up, takes down 2 players immediately, 3 kills for him. It's all the pistol players around Lollipop who have been shaved off this situation. 22 HP for Hunter and Kenny S combined, a minute on the clock, and Mo. You're getting old, Mo. Utility on the ticket.
Well, here's the A side. Oh, look at this mid. It's being pushed. Olaf, oh my god. He takes a liberty. He'll destroy the crossfire. I disbalance the CT and the B rotator. These are the hopes destroyed here for Team Spirit. They don't even know where Olaf's gotten off to past this. They're going to try to challenge him, and Rain will take that lead and run with it. Oh my goodness, Olaf. He's on roller skates. The F1 race car driver swinging out, clearing out all angles, taking both sides simultaneously, and subverting the defense completely.
Such a killer bit of timing as well, because you can see that market player coming from Team Spirit meant to hold this position. Look, he just got in. Olaf slips out with minute moments to spare, and then just gets the third one.
I'll be hoping to do just that, and to get things kicked off with a bang. Good way of taking Heroic out of their comfort zone as they look to rush on their T side through on the B-apps. Tessis with the first headshot and the second as well, dropping the bomb out into the open, and it's a complete and utter massacre. Tessis on 2 HP may be the only player to fall unless Esperanto can spin around, but Stown says no. Heroic very well could be setting the pace for the rest of this match with how easy that ended up being.
Yeah, a little bit of a terrifying start. And to bear in mind as well, this is a map that they absolutely love throwing in a double AWP setup. And it's not something I necessarily expected when initially seeing this roster. Like, we know that Cadian's a solid AWPer, but Stown coming in...
more utility damage. But they've just completely sold Crystal down the river. And as a result, now that B site is that much more vulnerable.
At least found the answer in some sort of response. They've got to try and kill off the man at the back of the site, and the smokes have faded. Things are starting to look rough, but then Finny just comes up with 2 headshots. Make that a third. He's just
really good job so far. Only 2 players left from Furia as they're about to get sideswiped by Yuri, and Henny also steps up, planting safely behind the fountain. But can Yuri escape? Suggests he can, as he still had his hands on a smoke. Lekro behind in this encounter in terms of HP, but doesn't miss his opportunity, and neither does Yuri. Now he can stay in position. Lekro with 5 HP left has a smoke. Any bullet anywhere on his person finishes off the round, and Yuri will make sure that he doesn't miss.
But to be an absolute god flash to give a chance at killing off anyone. I like the retake of Connector, though. Gives them a chance for some more close-range battles. The problem is Yuri has been pretty stellar so far, and they walk around the angle without actually checking the stairs. Oh, this is just easy pickings for him. 15 kills now in the server, 10 rounds on the board for Furia, and they are dominating.
This is Device, 2-on-2. They know roughly where Madden is. He's already struck once in this round, and so they've got their crosshair across to the position. But all of the pressure has now got to go across to Astralis. They have to retake the site. Zen misses out his shot with the AWP, comes out into the open, sideswipes onto Zipex, and now it falls upon Dupree, who gets caught in transition. As he tries to relocate across to the site, he's cut down where he stands.
Really nice round from Zen, especially in those afterplant situations. But again, it seems to be Ivy that's the point of contention, where we just seem to see a little bit of like holes in the defense for Astralis, where they've been able to get out of there a few times. It's just normally there's been players in the clutch. I also think that actually Zen had to do more than maybe he should have done, because
locking it down on long. Madden toying with the idea of pushing through the smoke, knows somebody's in there. He tried to move through, and now trajectory of that flashbang will definitely give it up. But it's only an MP9. If he had an M4, maybe it was a doable, but at range, Zen is going to put his SMG to use, and that puts Device in a 1v2 on 13 HP. Now, they don't have any grenades or smokes to flush him out, and the bomb is planted for his position. Device is clutched so many times from situations like this, but Zen, with the wide swing and the AK, picks up a third kill and picks up a second round.
Yeah, a big round from Zen, and that's at least something for them, because Zen is one of those players that if he does get going, he can.
They know there's some players in Squeaky as Dupree's just spotted a flash tossed out, getting one but traded back. He needs Mages to stand big, deliver some big kills, but he's only going to be able to get one kill before Device comes in and cleans house with the AWP. Now it's down to Zen. He has control over the bomb. He could maybe cheekily go for a full buy down on the plant. And although Device is up in heaven, he didn't actually go to wide swing and peek in. So Zen has a chance now. He's not just got the plant, but he's managed to scurry away from the bomb. He's about to get pushed, though, from multiple angles before he gets tested. There's the first headshot. 3 kills on the board already. He picks up a 4th, spins back around, and it's so close. Zipex takes him down, but it's at such great cost that Zen, even though he loses the round, Tom, that will feel like a bit of a victory. Because if they now come through and win, Astralis' money is in the dumps.